Hi everyone, this is Andre from the channel Wrestle to the Top. And today we are going in a bit of a different direction. Not a singles wrestler, but for once a tag team. And the tag team that I want to highlight today, they are standing in front here. They are the Bushwhackers, Luke and Butch. Now, what can we say about this tag team? The Bushwhackers, namely Butch Miller and Luke Williams, were a professional wrestling tag team that legitimately came from Auckland, New Zealand. They debuted in wrestling in New Zealand as the team The Kiwis for NWA New Zealand in 1966 and would have a career stretching over 3 decades and working all over the world from the US, Canada, Japan, Malaysia, Singapore, and many other countries. Now, after spending a few years in New Zealand and the Eastern Circuit, they moved to Canada, where they started working for the Vachon family in Quebec. But most notably, they would end up at Stampede Pro Wrestling that was promoted by the Hart family patriarch, namely Stu Hart. It would be here that they would still go under the name The Kiwis and would win their first tag team titles against Bob Pringle and Bill Cody on the 6th of January 1974. They would lose and win the title a second time, but by the end of the year, they would drop it for a final time against Stan Kowalski and Duke Savage, and eventually return to Japan. Now, Butch and Luke would be inactive as wrestlers during 1977. But let me just make it clear again. This is Luke and this is Butch. Now, after a year of being inactive, they would start off the period of 1978. They would constantly jump between promotions, and most notable, they would work for the promoter Don Owens in his Pacific Northwest Wrestling Territory, better known as Portland Wrestling. Here they had one of their longest feuds working with Roddy Piper and Rick Martel. Now, Rick Martel, I also have him here in the back. There he is. This is his wrestling WWF attire as the model Rick Martel. And down here, we have Roddy Piper. Now, during this period, they would also change their names. And they would change it from the Kiwis to the New Zealand Sheepherders. Their next notable stint was with Jim Crockett Promotions in Charlotte, North Carolina. Here they would win the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles from Boss Sawyer and Matt Bourne. Matt Bourne, better known as the first Doink the Clown. In 1981, they would also work for World Wrestling Council under the name Los Pastores, and they won the WWC North American Tag Team titles against Carlos Colon and Invader One, and later would lose it on the 8th of August against Jack and Jerry Briscoe. In 1981, the team would disband due to Butch deciding on wanting to be closer to home and his family, and he moved back to New Zealand, and he would take part in some local shows for local promotions. During this period of up to 1985, Luke would find a new partner in Jonathan Boyd, and they would form the New Sheepherders, working for the next 5 years in the States. But that is not the important part that I wanted to look at. Let's get back to where Butch and Luke would reform their team in 1986. And they would start work as a team in the UWF for promoter Bill Watts. They would win the UWF tag team titles on the 16th of March 1986 against Ted DiBiase and Steve Dr. Dev Williams. They would also take part in the first ever Jim Crockett Memorial Cup, picking up a win against Hector and Chavo Guerrero Sr. They would win several more tag team titles in Puerto Rico, Memphis, Florida, and so forth. By 1988, the Sheepherders finally reached the big time by signing with Vince McMahon's World Wrestling Federation and changing their name to the most memorable name, namely the Bushwhackers. Now, although Butch and Luke was known as a hardcore style heel team, McMahon changed them more to fit a comedic act and wrestling style that some fans were put off by, that liked the more serious badass style of their past. Their debut came at a house show on the 26th of December 1988 when they faced the Bolsheviks, namely Boris Zhukov and Nikolai Volkov. After this, they began a feud with the Fabulous Rougeaus and even worked a match at WrestleMania 5. Now, this is one of the matches I would always remember for a very funny moment that actually happened during the match. Now, as we all know, wrestling is choreographed. I'm not going to name it fake, but it's choreographed. And one of the moves that I think Luke had to experience from one of the Rougeau brothers was that he would be picked up and body slammed. Now, what happens in that position, you help the person to get the right leverage on your body. And you would help him steady you by, for instance, putting your hand on his stomach or on his gut to give him more momentum or help to get the slam in. But what was interesting in this situation was that Luke, unfortunately, put his hand on, I think it was Raymond Rougeau's crotch, and it almost looked like he was stroking it. So if you want to see something funny about WrestleMania 5, look at the match between the Bushwhackers and the Fabulous Rougeaus and the strange thing that happened with Raymond Rougeau's groin. But let's move on. Despite some fans not being on board with Butch and Luke's rebranding as a comedy babyface duo, they did become one of the most popular teams in the entire company. They would also have other notable feuds against Rhythm and Blues, that would be Honky Tonk Man and Greg the Hammer Valentine, and also against the Orient Express, that was Pat Tanaka and Akio Sato. Despite McMahon usually not pushing comedy teams as up the card, the Bushwhackers would, however, receive a title shot for the WWF Tag Team titles on the 27th of April 1991. And that would happen at Saturday Night Main Event against the Nasty Boys. But unfortunately, they were unsuccessful. In January of the 25th, 1993, they would get another chance at the tag team titles against Money Incorporated, namely the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and his tag partner IRS. But again, they would come up short. They would start a feud also against a new formed team, the Head Shrinkers, that was Samu and Fatu. But from this point on, they would be consistently used as a team to put over other new teams. Considering the comic gimmick, one of the most notable appearances they had were against the Beverly Brothers, and where they also helped Doink the Clown and Men on a Mission namely Mo and Mabel at Survivor Series in a match in 1993 against Bam Bam Bigelow and his team. Now, they would continue their work with the Heavenly Bodies, that would be Tom Pritchard and Jimmy Del Rey, as well as against the current tag team champions of that period, that was Owen Hart and Yokozuna. Now, after an inactive period of about 6 months, they would return to the WWF in March 1996, working most notable with the Body Donnas, that would be Chris Candido and Tom Pritchard. By 1997, Butch and Luke would move on from the independent circuit and even worked in Paul Heyman's ECW as Luke and Butch Dudley as part of the Dudley family, and also taking part in the 1999 Heroes of Wrestling show where they defeated the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. Now, the Iron Sheik, he would be down here. Now, Butch and Luke would finally make their last active appearance as wrestlers, taking part in the Gimmick Battle Royal at WrestleMania 17 on the 1st of April 2001. On the 23rd of February 2015, they were deservingly inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Now, as a final point, sadly, on the 2nd of April 2023, Butch would die at the age of 78. Now, as a final remark on this interesting team, despite not winning any titles in the WWE or the All WWF, they were always entertaining. I would always think about their finishing maneuver where the one would hook the other almost in a bulldog headlock and would then ram, almost like a battering ram, his teammate's head into their opponent's chest. So that was always something very interesting that I can remember about this team. But if you really want to see what they were truly capable of, you would have to see their work before they came to the WWF, when they were the sheep herders and they were a total badass heel team. But finally, I just want to say, I want to salute this great tag team of Luke and Butch. They will always be the Bushwhackers. This was Andre for Wrestle to the Top. Goodbye and good night.